guys, welcome back to Well-Versed Creations. Look at these cute little charms. I love that they have double holes. And today I'm going to be using both these shapes. I got these on Amazon and they just come all pre-punched. Makes it super easy to work with. So I'm going to add some paper and cut out some roses, and I'm just going to fussy cut the roses for these. And I've got a little bit of black music paper that I'm going to use as a backdrop for the roses. And you'll just see as I go along here the choices that I make for these. And then I'm just going to use glossy accents to glue everything down and pour the glossy accents on top of all the little bits and pieces when I get finished. Okay, now I'm going to use all these cute little fussy cuts and glue them down on top of the music paper. And again, I'm just still using glossy accents for this. And I don't really worry too much if some squishes out around the edges, because once I get this all done, they are going to be covered with the glossy accents as the topper as well. Okay, now it's time to add some glam. And I have this little tin here with these mixed sequins, and I'm just kind of going through them and picking the colors that I like. There just so happens to be a pale pink and a red, and they also come in shiny and matte. So I had lots of fun picking and choosing, and then I'm using the glossy accents to put them down. Okay, time to pile on some glossy accents. But what I'm going to do first is just make sure the hole is punched clear through on both ends of each one of these cute little charms. I'm going to use the sharp end of a Cricut tool to do this, but if you have an awl, that will work just fine. Sometimes when I'm placing down the fussy cuts, I accidentally will cover the holes. So I'm just making sure. Then I'm going to keep my piece level as I apply the glossy accents. And I try not to lift the tip. I will have to lift it to go over some of these sequins. The reason is that it causes bubbles when you lift the tip. If you do get any bubbles and you don't like them, just use a sharp tool to pop them. In this particular instance, I personally don't think it would look too bad because I think it would just look like dew on the roses. But if I'm using a piece that has words, then sometimes it'll make it hard to read once it dries because the bubble's in the way. So then I would go ahead and pop it. I'm also making sure that I keep the piece level as I apply it. Glossy Accents has a certain amount of thickness to it, but it will run over the edge if you don't keep it level. And then I usually just place mine out of the way and let it cure overnight. Now I'm just going to make a pocket out of a cute little glassine bag. And I'm putting just a little bit of glue here on the sides. And when I fold this up, it creates a mini tuck spot in the front. Then I just need to decide where I want it, which side of the page. I'm just gluing the bottom and side, and then I'm going to leave a tuck spot in the back as well for a piece of journaling paper. Now for some lace, and I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue here and gently press the lace down. And as I go, I just kind of bunch it up a little bit, and it gives it like a little bit of a ruffled look. Then you'll see me add some black trim and a few other beautiful embellishments that will complete this piece. Okay, so I'm really enjoying the look of this, and this is the little area behind that serves as a tuck spot for either a tag or a piece of paper that can be journaled on. So now it's time for some fun with wax seals. I just love doing this. It's just so therapeutic. Here I am just picking out the colors. Looks like I'm enjoying the combo of pinks and reds and going to use this beautiful rose seal stamp that I picked up on Amazon. Really excited to see how it turns out because I haven't used it yet. And this is a larger seal stamp, so for those I usually use 4 or even 5 of the beads of wax, and then it's going to take a while for these to melt. So while it does, I'm going to get the piece ready that I'm going to be using the wax on. And that's just this cute little piece of lace that's in the shape of a heart, and I'm putting it on the card here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this on the back. It's just a belly band, but I want to get that down before I use the wax on the front. It's just easier. And I'm leaving a space in the middle with no glue for the paper. And then I'm just going to trim around it once I've glued it down. Just makes it a little easier that way. Okay, time for my favorite part. And I love using this little spoon that's heated by, I got that little heater on Amazon. I think this is the best way to do the wax. I've tried it several different ways. And I like this because I can mix the wax and melt as many of the beads as I need at a time. And I just give this a few seconds to kind of set up a little bit, cools. Then when I place the heavy seal stamp down, it doesn't make it quite as flat. And as I place it, I'm not going to push either. I'm just going to let the weight of it do its work for me. Here I'm taking it off and checking it out. I really like the way it turned out. The colors were beautiful. And again, I like the little belly band idea on the back because see how you can just stick a little piece of scrap paper in there, or another cute piece of ephemera too, like one of the cards would be fine as well. Okay, let's try it in. It could go back here in the back, in the middle. I think that's where it would look best. And then I'm going to add this beautiful piece of journaling paper in the back. And I've got a little music sheet that I'll add here in the front. And that'll just finish off this piece so nicely. I really like the way it turned out. The little journaling card has that piece that matches on the back. I like the way the lace pokes out at the bottom too. Looks really good on this page. I like it. Now I'm going to use this beautiful pocket that has the scalloped edge and the florals. I just love it. So gorgeous. And I'm just going to put this down with some two-sided tape. Once I glue this down, then I'm going to use some lace, bunch it up, and hot glue it down. And then I'm going to have fun with some embellishments here. I've got this cute little heart made of paper, just hot gluing that in place. And then I've chosen these two pink roses, these fun pieces of scrap paper. These are just some little iridescent beads, and they come on a roll. And I use these in so many pieces, and I'm just putting them down with hot glue and using tweezers to apply those with the roses there and the lace. And I think that came together really nicely in that pocket there. This is a pocket that I've turned sideways, and I'm embellishing this cute little tag with some rose trim and then this dark maroon trim as well. I love this whole kit because we get such a variety of colors in these roses and florals that I can tie in a lot of different ideas that way. On the front there's the dark that matches the dark trim piece here, and then on the card as well we've got this dark maroon, and there's also the lighter colors of red, so I think it came together really nicely. And I'm just using this as a tuck spot for that piece of paper. Okay, so just recapping. This is what I used one of the little heart charms for that we did in this video. And I like that it's got the double holes so I can link them together. This is done in a previous video, so just check the playlist for this one. And this one says He First Loved Us. And then on the other side, God is love. And this is speaking of Jesus. He loved us first. And these, I'm not sure what I'll do with these. Something in the book, I'm pretty sure that I want to use these, maybe hanging off the side. So I just love linking them together, and I had so much fun picking out those gorgeous beads. We also did some wax seals, and had fun making this card with the belly band on the back, and it has a tuck spot for journaling. This verse that I put on this fun little heart says, "Greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends." And that is speaking of Jesus. That's in John 15:13. That's what Jesus did for us. And then I've added these sweet little pieces of trim down here. And I've got a tuck spot back here. We made this all with this cute little glassine bag and just folded it up. Here is a beautiful pocket that is in the kit. And then I've just added this sweet little cluster of roses and a heart with some gems there. And then we also did this together, a little side pocket with the journaling card, and embellished it with ribbons here, and made a tuck spot out of it. So I sure thank you for your time today, and I look forward to next time with you.